most of us. We have Ms. Sejal Kamra, who is a part of the Alumni lecture series for all of you. Please maintain some silence and decorum in the class. There is a resource person already available. Your faculties are here. So Ms. Sejal Kamra is there with us today for the Alumni lecture series, and Ms. Sejal Kamra is a young talent acquisition specialist in Vaco Binary Semantics LLP, who started her career in 2021 and has grown immensely within a short period of time. She has an experience of more than 2 years in recruitment and is handling the hiring of content moderation, troubleshooting, journalism, e-commerce, quality and team leaders, etc. in her current organization. Prior to that, she has been a part of various reputed organizations such as SBT Capital Services, Peacock Solar, EduMentor Private Limited, Achievers Education Private Limited, and JD Institute of Fashion Technology in her internships. Ms. Sejal also has an expertise in campus placements and is associated with multiple universities for hiring such as LPU Punjab, PTU, Kamra University, MDU, different colleges of IB University, Benin University, and a few colleges of DU as well. We welcome Ms. Sejal Kamra to our session and thank you for being with us. I request Dr. Mahajavi Banu to please present her with a green sapling as a welcome gesture. Thank you, Sejal, and without wasting time, I'll straight away hand over the podium to you. And I request all of you to please pay attention to her experience insights, because they would be useful to you whenever you go out to the world and take on those challenges. All of you, please maintain decorum. Thank you so much. Please, Sejal.
Thank you, ma'am, for such a guys, you already know me. So before I start, there are 3 things which I would like to mention. I hope everyone has opened their mental faculties first, and one of you all, okay? So I have also passed from this college. It has been a great experience. I know there are certain complaints, we can ignore that. Second, no nuisance tolerated. We both will respect. In case of any interaction, the interaction is open with me but not with each other. You want to discuss, you can openly discuss, but no nuisance, okay? Let us respect each other, okay? And third, after the complete session, it will be an interactive session, guys. I won't take much of your time in lecture or something. We discuss things only. We are open to discuss all questions and answers after the sessions and in between these sessions also. Am I clear with these 3 points? Guys, I need acknowledgements.
Yes, ma'am.
You can call me Sejal, no ma'ams. Okay? I heard it very clearly though. Okay, so we'll be speaking about the topic, in case you know, that is first 3 minutes of the interview. Are you people aware, what are first 3 minutes of interview? How will this happen, or how does this happen generally? How important are first 3 minutes of interview? Anyone who would like to share the insights from any internship, any experience which you people have? You people are from MBA, of course you must have done a lot of internships till now. Anyone would like to volunteer in this matter? Guys, I've already shared that it will be an interactive session. I have also passed from this college. We're open to discuss everything. How important are first 3 minutes? What do you think? Let's not talk about experiences. What do you think? How important? Is it important or it's not? How important? I mean, what is the gravity of that statement? Why do you think that these first 3 minutes? Why did I take this topic, do you think? Sorry? Yes, absolutely. Well done. And please be a little louder, guys.
And the first impression you give to an interview, like your gestures, your face.
Absolutely. So when I talk about first 3 minutes, trust me guys, being in HR, being into talent acquisition, my decision is absolutely clear in first 3 minutes. When I take interviews on a daily basis, I don't have to invest 50 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes in the whole interview. First 3 minutes and I am clear that this person will be hired further or not. So first round is obviously taken by the specialists in multinational, if you know that. I am always clear that this person is in or out. There are certain things of course which can be discussed later, but the most important thing when we discuss in first 3 minutes is, so we talk about 5 things. First is always be on time. So I've had a lot of experiences when the interview is scheduled at 1, people are there at 1:30. So, there's a sort of casuality in their mind that it can be rescheduled, हो जाएगा यार, नहीं होती, trust me नहीं होती. 1 means 1, you should be there at 12:45. Second is eye contact, whenever you talk, these are very basic points though, but people don't care about these points. I've seen that in college also, when college placement comes. And I myself have hired from college in past 2 years. So, when it is about interview, eye contact is very important. When you're sitting in front of that person, maintain an eye contact. Be confident in whatever you're speaking. Third is smile. So, whenever you smile, there's a sort of positive energy which you share. Automatically, I smiled, you share a sort of that connect, right? I smiled. Lot of different optimism is being created when you smile, when you share that sort of gesture. Half of the interview, trust me, when you smile and when you share that sort of gesture, you create a sort of friendly bond with the interviewer. At that point of time, 10% of leniency is always there. So, next is mirror yourself. Whenever you make friends, how do you make friends? You see certain qualities are similar, right? When I talk to a certain person, I'll see, because I am a very disciplined person these days, so I personally see what is the schedule. Okay, is he working out daily, or is she working out daily? How is he or she passionate? What are the things he or she like? So mirror yourself with the other person. When we talk to a person, or when we talk to an interviewer, सामने से ही पता लग जाता है बंदा क्या सोच रहा है, right? So try to align yourself with those qualities. If the person is saying कि, do you work out? Absolutely, that person is working out. Say yes, I'm working out for 1 hour. He or she will mirror. Any questions still here? Okay. So we'll move ahead. अच्छा, एक बात बताओ. Whenever an interviewer is taking an interview, what do you think? वो क्या सोचता होगा? ग्रिल करना है, नहीं लेना है इंटरव्यू. आज तो मैं रिजेक्ट करके ही मानूंगा. What do you think? What is the thought process behind taking that interview? Say suppose, let's assume we are hiring for marketing executive. कैसे select? वो तो पता ही है कैसे कर सकते हो, but क्यों select out? क्या thought होता है? Select, sorry?
Useful resource है नहीं है.
अच्छा, कैसे check होता है useful है? पहले 3 मिनट में क्या पूछेगा? What is the thought process behind an interviewer? जब वो इंटरव्यू ले रहा होता है तो क्या सोच रहा होता है? क्या होना चाहिए? Capabilities. Second, skills.
कम से कम सैलरी में ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा काम कैसे कराऊँ?
Wonderful. Salary discussion is not done in first 3 minutes.
Personality.
Personality is a very huge term.
Experience.
Of course, if you are experienced, then yes, experience.
When you are a fresher.
Apart from everything, before experience, before skills, before anything, we meet a person. Yes, please. Yeah, of course. But apart from everything, first comes, do I like this person? ये अच्छा है. Attitude problem तो नहीं है, फिट में वाइफ क्रिएट कर पा रहा है. ऐसे देखो ना फ्रेंड्स भी यार, वाइफ है, अच्छी नहीं बैठ नहीं रही वाइफ, right? He or she is also a human. In case the person is not talking properly, in case the person is not nice, keep your guard down whenever you're talking to an interviewer. Keep your guard down. Keep your attitude, your ego, everything aside. Talk as if you're the most humble person in the world. Trust me, talk as if you're the modest person. And there is no case of rejection. In case उसके बाद भी ऐसे तेरा राजा ना डाउट के लिए, but ऐसा होता नहीं है. Yes. So first is, do I like the person? Guys, here यहाँ खड़ी हूँ मैं. Talk to me. Second, अच्छा, of course उसको पसंद आ गया, ज़रूरी नहीं है और लोगों को भी आए. So he or she will think, will he or she settle in my team? There are other people also. So there's always a fitment check. There's always a fitment check. Guys, silence. Next. अच्छा, next comes the same point. Skills, experience, capabilities are always checked. सिर्फ बातें करने से कुछ नहीं होता. इंट्रोडक्शन के फर्स्ट 3 मिनट्स में पता चल जाता है आपकी इंटरपर्सनल स्किल्स कैसी हैं, आपकी कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स कैसी है, हाउ गुड यू आर इन टर्म्स ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन, how good you are in terms of your interpersonal skills, and how good you are in terms of sharing your insights, knowledge and experience. You might be having a lot of things in your mind, but it is very important to put your thoughts in words very clearly, right? Second, the most importantly I would say, because me being an HR, apart from everything, I personally think that the person should not quit very easily. आ रहा है, हायर कर लिया, ट्रेनिंग कॉस्ट लग गई, then what? तो छोड़ के चला गया. So that should not happen. Stability is the most important thing, which obviously we cannot commit upon anyone's stability, but that is being checked. So कोई भी long term plans हो, education plans हो, company change करने के plans हो, या marketing में जा रहे हो लेकिन long term HR plans है, long term data analysis plans है, never reveal that to an HR. Never ever reveal to that to an HR. यही जाना है, यही मेरी dream job है, ठीक है? Obviously, you should not say that upfrontly, but show that, you know, this is my job, this is something I'm looking forward for, this is something I want to gain my experience in. You will say something which is beyond his or her expectations, वो भी आपको beyond his और आपकी expectations के बाहर ही देगा, this is result. Anyway, whenever you people go to an interview, सबसे पहले क्या करते हो? ऐसे चले जाते हो, हो जाएगा यार, देखी जाएगी. या मैं ऐसी जाती थी. Trust me, when I was in this college, मैं ऐसे चली जाती थी. But that was not right. So, what do you generally think? क्या होना चाहिए? क्या steps लेने चाहिए? What are the steps? What are the initiatives which we should absolutely do?
Research about the job.
Yes, research about the job. Wonderful. Who was it? Very good. हो गया appreciation यार. Research about the job. Do your homework well. If you're going to KPMG, you should know what KPMG is doing. ऐसे नहीं होना चाहिए Big Four है जाना है. ठीक है? You should know what KPMG is doing. You should know what job is all about. Whatever job is being offered to you. Second, what else?
Dressing sense.
Yes, of course. There should be a uniformity when you sit in an interview. You should always be in formals. Right? Akshay? You should always be in formals. Whenever you sit in an interview, the first impression when whatever is being created in front of an interviewer is by your dressing sense only, whatever you're wearing. उसे नहीं पता आप कैसे हो. He or she doesn't know. But when you come in formals, that shows your seriousness towards your interview. बंदा अच्छा prepare होके आया है, well groomed आया है, right? So that shows sort of seriousness. Because I take multiple interviews, 50 से 10 formals में आते हैं, तो 40 मुझे वैसे serious नहीं लगते, तो मुझे लगता है ठीक है उठ के आ गए हैं बस. So that should not happen. There should be a sort of impression there should be a class which you should maintain. That we come from this class, we have maintained that sort of professionalism, decorum, and we are expecting the same. The interviewer will not reach that boundaries. Second, okay. Third, what else? What else? और क्या हो सकता है? ड्रेसिंग सेंस, यूनिफॉर्म हो गई, रिसर्च हो गया, देन ये देखिए जाते Yes, body language is one of them. And okay, let's talk about body language. So I've seen people, what people generally do, जाते हैं, बैठ जाते हैं. They'll come for an interview and they'll sit. That's not actually fair. When you walk, there should be a sort of confidence which you carry. You shake your hands with very firm hands, very humble hands, very softly. Be confident, maintain a sort of eye contact which I've already communicated earlier, but that should be always there. And body language reveals a lot of things. When you talk also, there's a sort of casuality which is being shown, or there's a sort of seriousness. So that depends on you and your mindset. If you need that job, that seriousness will be visible in your body language. If you don't need that job, that casualties are probably visible. Look, people who are taking your interviews are not fools. They're very smart. They think beyond your thinking. They're 4 steps ahead. Whatever you're sharing with them, whatever your intent is, their intent to ask question is very different. Every question has an intention. Trust me, even if we are asking introduction, उसके पीछे भी intention होता है. हमें कोई इंटरेस्ट नहीं है आपकी हॉबीज़ क्या हैं, हमें कोई इंटरेस्ट नहीं है आपकी फैमिली में कितने लोग हैं, हमें कोई इंटरेस्ट नहीं है कहाँ से ग्रेजुएशन करी. Our intent is something else. So there is always an intention. So try to क्या हो सकता है? So जो introduction के बीच क्या intention हो सकता है? What is the intention?
Basically आप कहाँ और कहाँ पे जाना है.
Okay. Intention is always that how do you present, how confident you are, whatever points I have mentioned, यही intention होता है. उनको there is no interest how presentable you are, how serious you are, how smartly you talk. So these are the intentions. Okay, always avoid distractions. Just the way I'm trying to avoid your distraction right now. Always avoid distraction. That generally come natural, whatever you say, be natural about things. But it's actually not fair, I always think. सभी natural हो जाएंगे तो beyond expectations कौन जाएगा? Right? There are things which you need to prepare. ऐसे नहीं कि बिल्कुल रट के आ गए. You should not reveal things which you should not. No, don't be impulsive about things, but you should have certain things in your mind that you have to speak. Certain points should be always there. Your points, your information should be always gathered. Your thoughts should not be scattered. Prepare your mindset well that we're going for an interview. These are the points which I have to share. These are the points which I will not share. These are the points which will show my trueness or genuinity. And always try to create that impression. When you talk this way, interview को लगेगा इससे सच्चा कोई नहीं है. So honest. Okay. Let's come to the other part. When we say first 3 minutes, obviously, let's do a mock. Anyone who would like to volunteer to introduce yourself? Anyone, guys? किसी को introduction नहीं आता? ऐसे placements की expectations हैं. Please. Who else? Okay, before we move ahead with the other person, what are the areas of improvement in this particular introduction? Anyone?
Body language.
I don't think so. Next. Anyone? Guys, did you hear the introduction properly? What are the areas of improvement do you think? Take 2 minutes and then answer sensibly. Evaluate the whole introduction. You think that you're an HR. Sejal, you're taking an interview. You want to hire for your own company.
Confidence.
Okay, next. Sorry? Volume, I can understand because we are still sitting here. And okay, one, confidence is there. Second, guys,
Communication skills.
okay, next. Hesitation, yes. So, I'll tell you what, she did very well. First, I would like to appreciate because coming here amicably is something which should be appreciated among all. So, and the introduction was not very bad. But when it comes to introduction, you should always, the point which I mentioned earlier, you should always have your thoughts in your mind. When she was speaking, she fumbled in between. She started thinking in the middle of the interview, in the introduction, which is very basic. What will an interviewer think? The introduction prepare करके नहीं, right? So you should have that clarity of mind. मुझे ये बताना है, मुझे ये नहीं बताना, मुझे इतना बताना है. Second, confidence. Of course, the confidence level was average, but I would like to rate it above average, as per because you people are freshers, and I understand you don't have that exposure, insights, and you'll get that base. Third, the third most important thing is she mentioned that she's doing a diploma in graphic designing, right? And digital marketing, which are two different domains. अब बंदा इंटरव्यू ले रहा होगा, वो ले रहा है मार्केटिंग का, डिजिटल मार्केटिंग में आगे ग्राफिक डिजाइनिंग में. अब the next counter question will be what? Within the introduction, what will be the counter question? Then suppose the interviewer was taking an interview for marketing. What will be the next counter question?
How do you think graphic designing will help you in marketing?
Yes, or how do you think digital marketing will help you in this marketing? Marketing is a wide subject, yeah. Marketing has lot many things. So, of course, when you, the way I mentioned earlier, whatever interview you're giving, for whatever profile you're appearing, think wisely, whatever you have to speak, or even if you're telling that you're still pursuing a diploma, there should be a valid justification behind it. So when I say it should be valid, the interviewers are not very easily convinced when you say I want to explore myself in this domain first. When he is still in the stage of exploring, isko to lena nahi hai. They want someone who is serious. Or the person can say, you know, I am utilizing myself in other activities, but my major interest lies in marketing. You have to show some sort of clarity through the interviewer to show that you're interested in this domain. इधर-उधर की बातें बोलोगे तो interview नहीं लेगा. Okay. Next, anyone else who would like to intervene in this? Anyone who would like to give the introduction? There's introduction नहीं आता. ऐसा भी नहीं था यार, इंट्रोडक्शन तो सिखा देते. जल्दी जल्दी प्लीज. Let's be a spot. मैं खुद पिक करूँगी, इससे अच्छा आप लोग खुद वॉलंटियर कर लो. Anyone who would like to give the introduction? No one. Okay. Anyway, moving ahead, let's talk about. I would like you people to share your insights in this matter. Guys, what is your name? Please come here. Sorry, I am actually not liking you. Yes. I have observed 4 times. I am really sorry, but I can't tolerate this. Next. So I would like you to share certain insights. When I say what are few things which should be mentioned in the self-introduction, what are those important things which must be there? First, we'll start from point to point basis, okay? You can share your own insights. decides that ये तो introduction में होना ही चाहिए, okay, and this should be there. This do's or don'ts of introduction. First point, what should be there? Sorry?
Your name and your higher qualification.
One by one. Yes. Skills. Education. Very good. Yes, previous experience. Okay, that depends on the job.
Achievements.
Achievements. Okay. Higher qualification.
Your name and your higher qualification.
Name के बारे में Yes, certifications. Yes, someone was saying from there.
Compatibility for the job.
Very good, compatibility for the job. Yes, you were saying something?
Current living location.
Okay, yes, we can or we cannot, not very important. Then, कितने लंबा इंटरव्यू कर रहे हो? इंट्रोडक्शन करने का प्लान है वैसे? Certifications, achievements, और कुछ रहेगा सोच लो. Is there anything else? Sorry?
SWOT analysis होता है.
So, wonderful.
मैम उसमें इसके में SOT नहीं है बस WWS के लिए.
Sorry? Guys, silent. Okay, let's come to the seriousness. Okay, बस SWOT analysis भी हो गया. Strengths, weakness, opportunity areas, समझ गए? ठीक है. और कुछ? I cannot hear you guys. Be a little louder, and in case you want to speak, please stand up and speak because I cannot hear you. Guys, share some sort of respect. I already told you that I respect you all. Please respect. I cannot beg for this, right? Let us not disrespect each other. I am sitting, I'm just talking, I'm not sharing anything which is beyond your expectations or which is very boring. We are just talking. And we are talking about basic insights of industry. How many of you want to do a job? That's a sort of basic courtesy, yaar. I am not talking to you like an HR, I'm just talking to you like an alumni right now. That's something very basic, that's the bare minimum I can expect. Anyway, next. So, let me be very clear to you guys, the introduction should not go very long. When you talk, when you share, keep it normal. Though of course, I agree with you all that achievements and certifications are important, but it should not be a part of your introduction. इतना कोई interested नहीं है सुनने में. Just tell them about your name, of course, which you mentioned, about your educational qualification, your overall experience or internships if you have. In case you want to share your career goals, you can share. But nothing apart from that. If you want to mention your strengths, that is okay. That depends on your overall introduction. But you should not exceed it. Keep it crisp, but that doesn't mean it should be very blunt. It should be sugar-coated. Okay. What are the follow-up questions of introduction? There are certain follow-up questions. After once you share these things, the interviewer would like to know more. Maybe हो सकता है वो बोले share as descriptive as introduction as you can. So as descriptive में इतना नहीं डाल सकते. As just unique, what makes you different? Yes, Akshay. Adaptability. And अच्छा कुछ strengths नहीं है. What are strengths, guys? Guys, I'm here. People who are using phone and enjoying on the phone can leave their phones for now. What are your strengths? Sorry?
Factors putting us apart from the others of the competition.
Yes, but what are those qualities in you? I'm talking about your strengths.
Personal. My personal.
Yes, it can be personal, it can be professional. Then they'll pick up. That would look very rude.
Hard work and curiosity.
Very good. Hard work and curiosity. Deadly combination. Next. कोई स्ट्रेंथ के नाम ही नहीं पता कुछ मुझे बस ये सब ऐसे ही निकलते हैं
Leadership skills.
लीडरशिप स्किल्स ओके एंड
Good listener.
गुड लिसनर
Team.
adaptability
Interpersonal skills.
interpersonal skills
Punctual and loyal. Punctuality and loyal.
punctuality
And punctuality and loyalty.
loyalty ओके काफी भरे दुख हैं guys here sorry guys guys that blue shirt बस देख लिया उसको इधर anyway so let's talk about who said leadership skills. Would you like to justify how are you a good leader? When you mention leadership skills, there should be a valid justification, right?
Yeah, your team will listen to what things you communicate.
But how do you think that skill is something which you possess? How are you a good leader? You mentioned that you have leadership skills, right? How do you think so?
I'm good at solving problems.
Okay.
And always take initiative.
Always take initiative. Whatever strength you say, there should be a valid justification. For story, when I say I'm a good leader, I have leadership skills, that means I've handled a team probably, I've been a leader, or I've been given a certain level of project. Because if people are fresher, even if you're saying you have good leadership skill, you can mention that there was a project which was being given in my MBA or in my BBA, in my PG or in my graduation, wherein I was handling a team of 4 people and I was the one who was responsible for making project, and we successfully did that project with this grade, with 100%, with 90%, which will show your leadership skill. When you talk about adaptability, how are you adaptable?
If I can multitask, I'm adaptable.
No one can multitask, trust me. No one can. Can you read a book and watch a movie together? Then you cannot multitask.
I had done my internship in a company and they had given a task for digital marketing. But when we went there, they just told us we have to do sales. So at that particular time, we have to adapt to that environment to do the sales for the company.
Wonderful. What is your name?
Anmol.
Thank you, Anmol. Okay. And the other skill was punctuality. Punctuality is not a skill, it is ethic. You should be punctilious. Okay. When we talk about punctuality, obviously when you're coming for an interview, you're going for an exam, you're doing your work, you have to be punctual. वरना हाथ में वो चीज़ रहेगी. What is different? There was sense of Okay, let's talk. So how do we conclude? We concluded by saying that, guys, I will not retaliate again. How do we conclude? We conclude that whatever strengths you people are sharing, there should be a valid justification behind it. Whatever you people say, be curious. मैंने ऐसा क्यों बोला? right? Whenever I say मैं अच्छा खाना बनाती हूँ, तो मैं कैसे बनाती हूँ? Be curious कि मैं इस चीज़ को justify कर सकती हूँ. Can I give multiple? Is this statement valid? There should be validation behind everything. Even if it is in your personal life, it is in your professional life. Be curious to know everything. Everything. ये कैमरा ऐसे क्यों पड़ रहा है? How will this work? Why does this college run? Whatever. Be curious about everything. India क्यों हारी World Cup? Still finding the answer? No. Anyway, so when we talk about weakness, that's a very interesting topic. Guys, I know very funny also sometimes. What are your weaknesses? Let's be very open and share the weaknesses. Look, no one is perfect. We are moving towards the path of excellence. No one can chase perfection. We can always chase excellence. Right? And you should always try to chase excellence. Perfection doesn't exist. Everyone knows that. So what are your weaknesses? What are your weaknesses? Be open, guys.
Impatient.
Impatient. Okay. Next.
Unable to say no.
Unable to say no. Okay.
Anger issues.
Anger issues. Okay.
Introvert.
Introvert cannot be a weakness. Trust me. You're very good at whatever you are. Guys, क्या हो गया है? मुझे भी बता दो please.
Transparency of emotions.
Transparency of emotions. Even I am transparent. Very.
I mean, emotions can be seen on my face, even if I don't want to express them.
Okay. Next. Transparency of emotions, anger issues, can't say no, impatient, and the fifth one was introvert, emotional. Guys, मुझे लग के नहीं ना जाती है. Let's be silent. I will not ask for respect. If you guys want to chit chat, I am okay. You can go out and chit chat. Aram se, then you can come. Okay? हो जाएगी यार chit chat. 15 मिनट की बात है. Just allow 15 minutes. Yes. Let's talk about weakness. So when we talk about weakness, do you think being a BA student, these are the things which you should speak in front of an interviewer? Never say that you have anger issues. Never say. Do you think all these things are valid? Emotional quotient. Look, whatever is happening, the interviewer is interviewing. And everyone judges you. I am here, I am judging you. You are here, you are judging me, right? And judging is not a negative word. We are here to judge people, we observe things, we make our opinions. That's alright. And people can make negative opinions out of it. When you say you're too emotional, when you say that I have anger issues, when you say that I'm unable to say no, they have a lot of experience. They will relate these things. They will say, यार ये तो ना ही नहीं बोल पाएगा, ये तो दूसरों के काम में ही लगा रहेगा. Right? They need someone who is sensible. They also know that these things are very basic, normal. Consider these things normal, and these are not a part of your professional life. These emotions should not come in your profession. Profession is too practical. चल रहा है? नहीं चल रहा? Okay. So, what is the right answer when you give? When asked about weakness, never say that I trust easily, I can't say no. These are, everyone has that sort of weakness. Some people have high emotional quotient, some people have less, some people have average. That's okay. And that's natural to happen. But these things are very personal, right? These are very private things. No one should reveal about your weakness. और अपनी, have you heard about that statement? अपनी कमजोरी नहीं बतानी चाहिए. क्यों बतानी? They will use that statement. They will counter question. They will grill you badly on that. Weakness तो कभी भी नहीं बतानी. तो हाँ, पूछ लिया तो there is always a wise and a diplomatic way to answer it. How do we answer? Okay. How do we answer? Do you want to ask this question?
Yes.
Okay. So when asked about weakness, you can say, listen to me very carefully. I gauge more time in smaller tasks, which generally delays my longer tasks, though I'm able to complete my deadlines, but I think I can do pretty well and complete my task in shorter time. So I'm working on it, but yes, that's something which I consider is my weakness. Do you think इसमें कोई friend होगा? बढ़िया यार, ये काम कर तो रही है. Right? Think, sugarcoat, keep it very light, keep it very diplomatic. Say about the weakness, because मेरी weakness नहीं बतानी. I told the weakness very clearly, but in a way which shows more like a strength. I told them that I complete my task on deadline, but I think I can take sort of justification. So the people who are working and the people who are hardworking, they know that this is very common in corporate. You do skip your meals, you do skip your me time, you have to work till late. It is very common. So it will never sound fake. Everyone who's working in a corporate, it is very, very, very common to work for long hours, to work for extended hours. Guys, I'll wind up very quickly. So we have already discussed lot many points. The last point which I would like to say is, they can ask about your hobbies as well, which is very basic, just to create a sort of conversation. They're not interested in your hobbies, but that's a sort of conversation which they always create. So, what are your hobbies? Anyone? What are your hobbies? Traveling. What else?
Sports.
Sports. Which sport?
Cricket and football.
Cricket and football. Which football player is your favorite? Keep your guard down. As I mentioned, कुछ नहीं सीखा. Okay, have you traveled out? So that's good. Wonderful. And what else? What can be the hobbies? Guilty pleasure. Photography. देखो, कुछ भी बोलो, ऐसा मत बोलना कि सामने से क्वेश्चन आया और फंस जाओ. आप बोलो रीडिंग बुक्स, वो बोलो लास्ट बुक कौन सी रीड करी, कोई बुक रीड करी, वो बोले ऑथर का नाम, सॉरी मामा मैं. That sounds fake. That sounds fake. If you have valid justifications, then you won't sound fake. So whatever you do, be confident, guys. I hope you must have heard that the dialogue of Sandeep Maheshwari. चाहे नौकरी चाहिए, चाहे छोकरी चाहिए, communication तो चाहिए, right? So be good with your communication skills. Keep your interpersonal skills clear. Keep your clarity in your thoughts. Don't be ambiguous. Know what you want. Don't settle in something which you don't want. And do well. I know that a few of you already know me, and the ones who don't know me can connect with me on LinkedIn. I wish you guys all the best, and it was wonderful connecting with you guys. Thank you.
मैं भी उसका विराट कोहली का इंटरव्यू हुआ था तो उससे सेम क्वेश्चन पूछा था। उसने बोला था जब मैंने क्रिकेट खेलना स्टार्ट करा था तब मेरा फेवरेट प्लेयर मैं था, बट मेरे रोल मॉडल सचिन तेंदुलकर थे। अब फेवरेट प्लेयर तो खुद को ही मानना चाहिए ना। अब ऐसे तो मैं रोनाल्डो
But look the way how Virat presented and look the way how he presented.
नहीं मैं बीट नहीं कर रहा, बट ये वो तो होता है ना कि
You can't say artistic. He's sitting with these things.
I request everyone to please maintain the decorum. Guys, please maintain the discipline and maintain the decorum as well. This is requested to everyone. Thank you so much, ma'am, for the session. It was very informative. And now I would like to call Dr. Hasan Manan to provide a vote of thanks.
Thank you one more for providing me an opportunity to give a vote of thanks. I enjoyed the whole session, and as an alumni, she was clearly pointing out the things which she might be lacking during her study life. Am I right or wrong? थोड़े ढीले डाले बात करते हुए इसी कस के कभी मैं भी डांट देती हूँ, है ना? This is the thing which you need to change. Okay, so she catered very much justified session. As an alumni, she has done the best lecture here to help you out to tell the scenario where you need to stand like perfectly. Okay, so I would like to thank her for coming for this session and to give the overview of the body and the kind of personality we will be requiring in future, and to take its name ahead from where we are. Thank you, Preeti Sapalwal ma'am, who has organized this program to have this kind of interaction with alumni is really of a good interest. Okay, and also for your patience listening. Thank you for coordinating, getting stuff for photography and ITT also. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Now I would like to call Dr. Sejal ma'am to